and welcome to another guitar lesson video. Well, this is another guitar meets braille video. Yes. Welcome to all my RPG subscribers. I really appreciate everybody who subscribed. Definitely later on take the time to like this video. And today's focus is going to be on some more major chords and also one minor chord. So, much like I've talked about before, you don't need a lot of strength in your hand to play guitar. You just put your fingers in the chord formation, lightly start pressing down until you get those notes to ring out. Yeah! This is that G major chord. It sounds so pretty. Yeah. So, to form the first part of this chord, your fingers are going to be in that braille letter E formation. They're going to feel diagonal from each other on the top, the most thickest string, and the second to thickest string. The A, second fret with index finger, and the E, third fret with your middle finger. And then you're going to need the two highest strings, the B and the other E, at the third fret, and your fingers are going to want to feel stacked on top of each other. So, like any two dots that you feel in a letter, say like a B, and then you strum from the top downward. Such an awesome, powerful chord. Alright, so that's the G chord. Once again, forming the top formation of this chord as the letter E, parallel, as those first two notes feel diagonal from each other, fretted. The dot 1 and of course the dot 5 for people who are a little unfamiliar with braille. Of course you're probably familiar with braille if you're watching this video. And then you strum from the bottom. And of course those two fingers at the bottom on top of each other at the third fret at the E and the B string. There you go. Alright, so next will be the E major chord. And that form is formed from the A, that's going to be middle finger, second fret, ring finger, second fret as well. And that's going to be, of course, at the D string. And then index finger at the first fret of the G. And then we strum from the A. And that form, of course, would be, say, a GH. Or, just to kind of give you even more reference, if you form the letter H, of course, those dots, just like I said, to give you that reference, that idea of where my fingers are on the fret, that shape. Of course, as you know, the 1, 2, and 5, and then you move your finger one string down, and that's how you get this. It's kind of like I said, would be that GH chord in braille, but of course it's the E major chord, and this is just to kind of give you an idea of how that shape is formed. The E major chord is formed. Alright, and now you take that same formation and you drop it a whole set of strings down, starting from the G on down. G, B, and E. So it's that same formation, index finger on the first fret of the B string, ring finger on the second fret of the G string, and middle finger on the second fret of the D string. And you strum down from that D string. Or you can even toss in the A bit there if you want to make it a little bigger, or if you want to think about it. And the great thing about these chords is you can move them around. whole steps. That was a whole step, which a whole step you need a bar in between where you start and where you end. So of course your fingers are all at one bar, and then there's another bar, you'll feel one bar, and then you go one more, and that's a whole step. A little music theory for you thrown in there. And okay, so going back to the previous lesson, that D major chord can also be moved around, which of course is that cap, or the OW. It's just that braille formation of the arrow. You'll feel your fingers in the shape of an arrow. Of course, just to give a correlation or to remind you where your fingers are for that D major string, or chord. Always strings and chords sometimes. So, of course, middle finger, 2nd fret, high E, ring finger, 3rd fret, B, and index finger, 2nd fret, G. And you can move that chord all around the neck. There we go. And the other thing, I also want to talk about the first half of that G chord, that letter E formation from braille, of the fingers being, of course, diagonal from each other on the string above it and the string below it, low E and A. You can move that chord around as well as a power chord, or actually, I guess, inverted. It's more of a power chord. Kind of is sort of a power chord. It's more like a version, or like a minor chord. Minor. It can be a minor chord depending on where you play it. Yeah, so just some really cool, simple yet powerful chords that you can use in your music. Or just, if you're starting out learning, these are just some great, simple yet powerful chords that you can use, and that they sound great almost no matter where you play them. Even this G major chord can move around quite a bit of places. So there you have it, some more chords for you to learn and practice on your guitar journey, wherever you're at, even if you've been playing for a while. It always is just a good thing to go back and remember how to do major chords, practice them, just get them in your mind, whatever level of playing that you're at. I always start my practice with a bit of, major chords and just basic chords. Just anything. So come back again next time for more guitar lessons with accessibility in mind. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Catch you in the next video.